A lot of advice that photographers give you is don't shoot in hard light. I say F that advice. That's really bad advice. Anytime you look at editorial work, the model's features are all carved out and everything. And it's because they know how to shape light. Soft light is good if you're doing weddings and you're shooting normal people and you want to look soft and angelic. But if you're trying to shoot fashion and like high-end looking shit, you want hard light. Come this way. Jake, no, Jake. You come this way, look this way. So you can see the light looks like crap. We have, sorry, not you, the light. We have all this hard light hitting her and it's not shaping her at all. Abby, follow my finger. Right there. Chin up. Tilt your head that way, chin back down a little bit. Pivot this way here. Okay, now you guys see we have Rembrandt lighting. This is like iconic paintery lighting. When you're working with hard light, you just want to use it as if you're using like a speed light or a bare bulb kind of light. Like there's a way to work with this still. All right, let's shoot. All right, guys, I'm just going to use this Nanlite 6C real quick just to show you guys some examples, and then we'll get back into the photo shoot. But let me just break this down. Obviously, if your sun is high noon, like straight up in the middle of the sky, this isn't going to work. You're going to have to find shade. But with shade, you can find sources that bounce. So say if there's like a wall, so I'm just going to use my hand here, light's going to be reflecting off a bunch of different sources. So you get these beautiful like ambient lights that go under the cheek and stuff. So that's the only way you can really cheat midday sun. Obviously you can use a scrim or reflector or something like that. I personally like scrimming over reflecting, but let me just show you this real quick. So say if the sun's just a little bit down, you see, so this is midday sun. And then just like 2 or 3 hours after midday sun, you can start doing this. Now you see dark circles in my eyes. Sorry, I'm not looking at the lens, I'm looking at the monitor. You see I have dark circles in my eyes. So you simply just have to have your model position their chin up just a hair bit. That's all it is. Now, a trick I like doing is shooting from the shadow side. I'm just gonna pretend the sun's over here now. So pretend we were just doing this. You just wanna wrap the camera around. So now you see we have this Rembrandt lighting on here. It's just that little triangle on the other side of the face. That's Rembrandt lighting, that's all it is. Let's get back in the photo shoot now. I could kind of cheat it and I could kind of give a little rim light onto her cheek and then post with the Canon, like the shadow recovery is insanely clean and a lot of saturation in it, so I could just lift that from there. So you can backlight it too. Watch, I'll do that right now. Stay there. Now you guys can see she's pretty much backlit and the right side of her face has like a rim on it. And then in post, I'll be able to go and lift this exposure up. I'm now using the fence to create shadows. Again, this is what's fun about hard light. You can really create a lot of like shapes that you can't do in soft light. It's way more intriguing to look at. So now I'm just cutting in deeper now and you guys can see all the shadows on her. Bring this in really, really close. Yep, 3, yep, there you go. Just open and close them as you can. So the hard part with hard light is when you're working with models that have lighter color eyes, their eyes they start to hurt really easily. So you gotta watch out for it. Okay, we got that. All right guys, real quick, I just want to show you guys some examples of like iconic photographers. Some of my personal favorites are Peter Lindbergh and Ellen von Unwerth. Also real quick, get off of Instagram. Stop looking at recycled work. Go look at the iconic original fashion photographers. If you're constantly just shuffling through Instagram, you're not gonna see anything that's like actually amazing and just timeless. That's the key word, timeless. Okay, let's go through this real quick. So again, this is all hard light. So you see this isn't the softest light, but there's so much emotion in it still. This is Peter Lindbergh right here. This is just an example of some backlighting. This is Ellen von Unwerth. Again, most of this is shot on film too. Film's a little bit more forgiving to blown out highlights, but with digital, like our dynamic range is even better than film, so there's ways to cheat it. You just want to expose for the highlights usually. But yeah, look how hard that light is, but look how chiseled out her cheeks are there. Once again, chiseled out cheeks. It's making a lot of shape. You just gotta make sure that they're pointing in the right direction. This is Peter Lindbergh again. Like he was the master at just like getting these emotional shots. And look at this is like midday sun right here. And so the way they cheat it, it's just having her look straight up to the sun basically. Just make sure the models keep their eyes closed. But you can see more of his work down here. All this hard light down here. Just going through. This is Ellen von Unwerth. She does like this high key look and I freaking love it. More of it. And then you have stuff like this. I think this is shot by Steven Meisel. I could be wrong. But you see how hard, this is midday sun right here. Obviously they're cheating it by having the model lay down, so her whole body's kind of facing up. Look at this. Look at their shadows. Look how close that shadow is to her. That's another trick, is if you just look at where the shadows are at, you can pretty much tell if you can shoot or not. If they're right below you, right below a tree, right below a car, just get ready to get creative. But once that those shadows start dragging out from whatever's causing the shadow, you're good to go. And I'm sure you guys have seen this photo. This photo is iconic, but look how hard the light is. Look how hard the shadows are. So please stop listening to those photographers telling you to not shoot in hard light. They're wrong. I mean, obviously this is for fashion photographers, editorial photographers, but there's just don't be scared of it anymore. But that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys got anything out of this, feel free to comment. And if you do try to do a hard light shoot, feel free to DM me on Instagram, show me the results. But that's it. Peace.